To make this world a better place, we should be more environmentally friendly and take care of our planet because we don't have another one to live on.
By 2030, I would like to live in a world where we have solved all the problems of basic survival.
By 2030, I want to live in a world where countries stop using fossil fuels and everyone can have access to clean water.
I would work towards building a more sustainable nation.
One, two, three, action.
Accountability.
Passion.
Equality.
Save the animals. Please. Safety. Happiness.
If I had one hope for the world, I would like to stop poverty.
Would be to break down borders, to collaborate as one community.
Is that there will be equal rights and equal opportunities for everybody. I would like to live in a peaceful, happy and safe world for everyone to live in.
I would like the world to be a healthy, clean and safe place.
If I were the leader of my country, I would definitely work always based on intersectionality, understanding that every single problem that today is affecting our society is completely connected.
I would make sure that all children can stay in happy family. They can go to school every day and play anything they like.
I would pay special attention into having more accessibility for mental health services for all Canadian citizens.
If I would ask my country's leader to make my world a safe and a happy place, is to initiate youth more into conservation.
It would be to work with other leaders to ensure peace across the whole world.
I would ask them to listen to their people.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our global gold standard bearers. Goal number 1, end poverty. Goal number 2, zero hunger. Goal number 3, health and well-being. Goal number 4, quality education. Goal number 5, gender equality. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Goal number 7, clean and affordable energy. Goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. Goal number 10, reduced inequalities. Goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Goal number 12, sustainable consumption and production. Goal number 13, climate action. Goal number 14, life underwater. Goal number 15, life on land. Goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Goal number 17, partnerships for the goals. Ladies and gentlemen, to launch Global Goals Week at Expo 2020 Dubai, it is now our honor to introduce the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Her Excellency Amina Mohammed.
Your Excellency, Reem Al-Hashimi, who couldn't be with us this evening, but I want to tell you, you're here with us in spirit. What a wonderful and amazing leader. Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, good evening to everyone. Hello, Dubai. I don't hear you. Hello, Dubai. It is sincerely an honor to be with you tonight under the magnificent Al Wasl Dome to kick off Expo 2020 Global Goals Week and to recognize your important work showcasing solutions, innovations to secure a future of peace, of dignity, of equality, and sustainability for all. And it is especially gratifying to be here because of the number of women in leadership that have made this Expo happen, especially our Minister Reem Al-Hashimi, Ambassador Lana, and all their teams. You have to clap for women. This is the promise that world leaders made in 2015 when they adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. In 2015, world leaders gathered at the United Nations to adopt a paradigm shift in development and a promise to deliver the 2030 Agenda and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And while we see that progress has been made in the intervening years, it has been painfully slow. The 2030 Agenda still remains our indispensable blueprint to avert a future of widening inequality, escalating climate catastrophe, and perpetual conflict. The decade of action to deliver on the SDGs has been severely impacted by COVID-19 pandemic. Instead of ushering in a surge of ambition, action, and mobilization to meet the goals, we have seen major setbacks. For the first time in a generation, extreme poverty and hunger are rising again. The gap between the rich and poor is widening. Gender inequality is worsening. The economic and financial situation in many developing countries is deteriorating. Meanwhile, the world continues to careen towards a climate catastrophe, barely keeping alive our 1.5-degree world. At the United Nations, we know that we have the right policies, but we need the political will and the bold leadership to transform our world by 2030. Indeed, the pandemic must be a wake-up call to jolt us into action to rescue the SDGs. Over the past 2 years, we have all seen just how vulnerable and unjust our socioeconomic systems are. But we have also seen that when the political will is there, governments and societies are capable of profound change in an incredibly short period, whether it is in terms of instituting lockdowns, taking our work and education online, or uniting forces to develop critical vaccines and treatments in record time. The pandemic has powerfully demonstrated just how interconnected our lives are, our economies, and our futures, and how much we depend on international solidarity and effective, inclusive multilateralism. From this greater awareness, I believe that we can build a new global movement to drive progress at speed and at a scale between now and 2030. The 10 million visits that Expo 2020 will receive so far are a clear sign that people, governments, businesses, and organizations from across the world are eager for change, yearning for hope, and ready to come together. It is up to each and every one of us, individually and collectively, to turn this engagement into partnerships and investments that tangibly improve people's lives everywhere. With the global goals woven into the fabric of Expo 2020, I cannot think of a more appropriate place for us to renew our shared commitment to keep the promises that we made in 2015. And as we do so, it is imperative that we work together to break down the barriers that developing countries in particular are facing as they work to leverage recovery efforts in advancing green, digital, and social transitions to realize the SDGs. This means first and foremost, ensuring that every country has the means to invest in a better future for its people, especially its young people. No country should be forced to choose between servicing its debts and serving its people. And this means redoubling efforts to provide adequate debt relief and ramping up concessional finance. We must urgently reform the global financial system and debt architecture to protect developing countries and enable them to make a strong recovery. We need a fairer global tax system in which some of the trillions that are amassed by the world's billionaires are shared more broadly. We must also learn from the failures of this pandemic by strengthening global health systems and empowering the World Health Organization. And we must correct the massive intergenerational injustice that we have committed against children and young people in failing to deal with the climate crisis. More than 150,000 actions have already taken for Act Now campaign at Expo to tackle climate change. Tonight, you can take immediate action by using the QR code to download the app and add your voice. Every voice matters. Dear friends, we know that when we work together, we succeed. And as Nelson Mandela famously said, it always seems impossible until it's done. So let us join hands together and end poverty, reduce inequality, and protect our planet. Let us deliver the SDGs, our global goals for humanity, now. I thank you.
Your Excellency Amina Mohammed, our Global Goal Standard bearers, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome to Global Goals Week at Expo 2020 Dubai, our moment to help make a better world for all. To find out more, explore our Expo site and learn how you can make a positive difference for people and the planet. Thank you again and enjoy the rest of your evening.